Hello, JP Styles 85 here, and today I'm just going to make a return. Might be a one video only. It's been probably over 4 years. Over 4 years since I've last put up a video for this channel. I was happy for the channel to be dead and move on. Funny enough, I still use the channel for, like viewing videos and other gamers and collectors and whatnot, but for me, I was kind of happy to be on the sidelines with that channel, JP Styles 85. I've hidden most of the videos, all that type of stuff. But anyway, 4 years later, I thought, with this circumstance, I thought, why not? Why not make a video for it? So, my final video was towards the end of 2019. I had a career opportunity and another career. I'm going well with that. In general, I'm going alright, guys. Survived the COVID, all that type of world news, I guess. And yeah, anyway, so during my time with JP Styles 85 channel, I had a lot of these boxes up on the wall. How I pinned them was these sticky dot things, and it's not the best way to display them, because obviously, they stick to the back and they kind of ruin the boxes. But over time, like, okay, so these first came out in November 2014, the first prints. I'm not sure whether I have got any first prints of the original series. I think I did. However, some of these are not even like 7 years old. Some of them 7 or 8 years old. This is probably about 9-year-old. It's probably a little bit hard to pick up on camera. Yeah, you can now. The clear plastic, they're yellowed. Some of the boxes, they're deteriorating and pretty much expired now. So I had these stored in plastic tubs over the last 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. They take up a lot of space. And when you think about it, when you even stack them like this, just like this, over sort of lap, and you start building. They took up more than 2 tubs, and they're like fair size. So for resale value, could you resell them for a little bit of money? Yeah. But then you think about the rising cost of everything, including postage. And it's going to be hard to find a local seller, right? Especially in a small town or whatever. Small low population. Postage fees, boxing them, trying to wrap them, look after them. The boxes aren't the best condition, so I've kind of come to a conclusion that although, yes, it's cool, and if you've kept collecting Amiibos, that's really cool. However, I've moved on. I stopped buying. I think when I got to the point when I was actually collecting them, I only wanted to really get small amount, just ones that I like. But then I got the collector's bug and started having to collect everything. And I think when you realise that you spend between like $900 and you're approaching like $1,000 worth of toys, I'm like, that's when I sort of went, nah. That's when I sort of stopped collecting Amiibos. Actually, in saying that, I've got one. Yeah, it's just funny, I didn't even have any plans for this one, but actually number 75, Snake. Obviously with Metal Gear Solid, that's really cool. Keeping that one. And there might be 1 or 2 others that I'm keeping, like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm keeping that in the box, you won't see that. And I'm not sure if I'm missing a couple others. But anyway, today's the day. It's Easter Sunday. Today's the day I'm going to let them breathe. And you'll hear the rattle of a plastic bag. It's a big bin bag. Just to keep it tidy when I'm going to do this. I'm sure the plastics are recyclable for Australian standards, so I'll just put in the clear plastic in the yellow bag, and then I'll sort it out in the yellow bin. Same as the cardboard, it'll go in the yellow bin, recyclable as well. As you can see, this one's a little Mac. This one was a rare one for a while, but Are they really worth anything, to be honest? Like, depends on the day. They're still cool. I'll probably enjoy them. I'll keep them in a plastic tub, which actually I'll have over here. I'm not going to do any special edits or anything like that. It's just going to be pretty much raw. So I've got a tub here. Hopefully I can fit them all in here. So it's gone from a couple of tubs. It's yay, to hopefully we'll see how we go in here. And actually I do have a couple of loose figures which I naturally had in time. Here's Kirby. And this was rattling around in other toys, and actually they're going to mark up the... It's a bit hard to probably see on camera, a little bit of a ding there. I don't know whether it's just the manufacture process, but definitely the pink sort of rubbed off a little bit, and the materials feel pretty good in the hand and all that. Like, I can see how people enjoy them and that. The Animal Crossing, actually there's one series I've pretty much had them all, and I didn't even want to collect them, but when they were like really cheap you buy them. Did sell it off on eBay, like they're boxed and stuff, and I didn't really get a whole lot out of them, so that's probably another conclusion where it's like, for me it's not worth it here in Australia. Maybe in other regions, countries, continents, yeah. In Australia, probably not so much. So, look, they're mass produced. There's a million of them out there, right? So, who cares? And if I did open a box and they probably go, oh, you know, that's worth something, well, put it in the comments, but don't really care. Actually, this one I've had for a while, and yeah, a bit of scuffing here, so they're not really made to be durable, eh? Like, come to think of it, they're just... Just smash them on the production line, smash them out. Make them as cheap as you possibly can. Like, look, even like this one, Olimar, Captain Olimar. This is more of a newer one. What year is this? 2015. Not that new. But look how yellow it is. You know, I had it displayed, and obviously, you know, natural light or whatever. Cheap plastic, made on a Friday. Turned yellow. It's like horrible. So as soon as I seen some of these boxes yellowed, I was a bit sort of mortified, but I was like, oh well, I'm not going to keep them now. They're going to deteriorate in time anyway. So I think there's about 50, maybe 60 Amiibos, and we're going to do it. So here we go. I've had this for a long time. Mario #1. Actually, I can tell you this is not a first print because it's got the black pad, I think. Don't quote me. There's probably serial codes or something, but I think more of the originals are with the white Wii U. Like, I'm talking about the original, so could be wrong. I can't remember now. It's like that long. It's just toys at the end of the day. So here we go. Not sure how to open these, but here we go. I'm going to put the cardboard to one side. #1 Mario for the Amiibos. So first time in 9 years you get to breathe. Actually, the paint job is pretty ordinary. It's a bit splotchy on his hat. That's the code if anyone's curious. I don't know. Can't even see it. Yeah, so that's Mario #1. Oh yeah, they put like foil at the bottom now, I guess, to stop using your... keep them in the box and use them in your video games or whatnot. I think with Skylanders now, remember, if you remember them ones, like the Skylanders, you can actually keep them in the box and put them on the pad and they turn up on the video game. Actually, what else is in here? What's this? Little booklet, instruction booklet. It just tells you absolutely garbage. Nothing. not suitable for under 36 months, and then that's about it. Hotlines, call lines, all that type of stuff. That's it. I'm not going to keep that. It's recyclable. Recyclable. Alright. Number 2, peach. Now this box actually held up alright. Alright. Not anymore. Yeah, so I have made other YouTube channels. So I sort of miss making videos sometimes, and then I had like an Xbox exclusive channel and it was starting to go alright. I think I had like about 300 to 400 subscribers, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. Supposedly that I was copying something, or I don't know whether it was just too close to Xbox and whether it hurt the copyright infringements, I'm not sure. Using logos, Xbox logos and whatnot, and wow, actually this is really good. Love the detail on the back here. Actually, I have a different appreciation now looking at these things out of a box. Very cool. So yeah, this video is going to be a bit of a slow burner, guys. I'll try and keep the pace going a little bit now. Had my say, been a while since I've been. Good condition, yeah, if anyone's curious. There we go. It's a little bit hard to bust out of a box sometimes. Come on. There we go. Yoshi, number 3. So this one was a Japanese copy for whatever reason. Oh, that's right. If you remember way back then, there was like a supply and demand issue. Nintendo was learning that trait quite quickly, that to build the hype and to build that must-have, and turn me from collecting just a couple of your main Mario characters to 50-odd silly Amiibos later. Don't produce as much as what the demand is, and it makes that create that want, and they've done it for games, hardware. Yeah, I'm actually, hang on, I've got the internet here. When they're in other regions, North America or Japan, they don't have the numbers that I can see, so I'm just double checking. Donkey Kong is number 4. Japanese box, Wii U gamepad on the back, bit dusty. There we go. I'm gonna have to probably make one edit because I want to sort of keep all that plastic tidy, make it easy to dispose the rubbish. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Sometimes, yeah, you can sort of criticise, you know, things like that. Maybe they could have had him sitting on a bloody rock or a level, or, you know, something that's more Nintendo-ish than a bit of clear gel that's bloody hardened and sitting on that. They could have been a little bit more artistic. But, yeah, that's really cool. Donkey Kong, DK on his tie. I'm going to run out of space here real soon. Actually, it's got a fair bit of weight. Now, this one, Link. I'm not a Zelda series fan at all, to be honest, guys. Like, I've tried to play a couple of Zeldas, and not saying it's a bad game, but it's just not for me. It's just not my thing. And I didn't get those big robot crab things or whatever, so that's when I sort of stopped buying Amiibos. So Zelda. Actually, I'm going to start throwing this stuff on the floor. It's going to get a bit hard and messy anyway. So here is Zelda, number 5, I believe. And he's got a yellow post. Which again, they should have painted something Zelda themed, whether it's on a wooden, I don't know, like a chopped down tree or a stone or something. Something out in the wilderness. be a little bit more creative. So I'll pin them for that. I've got to get up to get to number 6, which is Fox. So I don't think they've really done much since the Wii U. That bit of a flop game, which I didn't mind after a while. Like once you get used to the control pads and all that, wasn't too bad. But anyway, I haven't really followed Nintendo that much anyway, so he may have appeared in other games, I don't know. I'm a Sony guy through and through, Sega. I'm going to run out of space real quick, so I might have to start sticking them in these tubs. That's what I might do. They're probably going to fall over and everything, so I don't know, I'll just carefully place them, try and look after them, because like I said, with the Kirby, the paint do come off a little bit. So it just shows you the workmanship. Supposedly Nintendo quality. Samus from Metroid. I hate this game so much now because, not that I was a big fan, but everyone uses Castlevania and Metroid, so any 2D platform that expands the horizons and levels is Metroidvania, which one of my pet peeves in gaming, Metroidvania and shmups. I hate that, guys. Like, seriously, it's just the internet, modern era crap talk. I don't know where it came from. Shmups and fucking Metroidvania, like that. So every fucking 2D game is Metroidvania now. Sonic the Hedgehog's Metroidvania. No. And all the other modern indie crap. That Prince of Persia. When's Prince of Persia ever going to be? You know, let's just stop there because it's the topic. And I haven't spoken to you guys for 4 years. Where is it? Do I have it? I know I've got it here somewhere. Prince of Persia on Mega CD. And it happens to be not here. Don't know where it is. I know I've used it recently to install on my Polymega. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is the old days of Metroid. Oh fuck. We'll make a cut right there. So anyway, what I was trying to get to is Prince of Persia. Awesome classic game. I played the demo that just came out in 2024, Prince of Persia, whatever it's known as. People call it a Metroidvania. The game's garbage. People sort of raved on how good it is, but everyone's moved on. No one talks about it now. 2 months later, no one talks about it. Anyway, Samus. Let's get this Metroid fucking Castlevania crap out of the way. Samus, yep, done. Wii Fit Trainer. There you go. Wii U Legend. Well, it's actually, this one's already peeling off a bit, so anyway, had my little gripe. Let's keep going. Positivity. There you go, Wii Fit. 9 years later and still looking fit. Now here was a bit of a story of this one. This one initially was a little bit rarer, hard to find, all that type of stuff, but obviously in time Nintendo mass produced these things. Villager. Do they even still manufacture these early ones now, or have they really stopped? That's a question for you guys to answer for me. So Villager, he's got number one. Not really sure where he's from, so I'm not a Nintendo sort of. Anyway, this one could be worth a little bit of money. You know, Pokemon's been red hot since COVID really, so the last 3-4 years. Pikachu. So, yeah, the box is coming off a little bit, like it's peeling at the adhesives. Actually, yeah, you can see the how Pokemon's really popular, especially with Pikachu. Like, that's a nice bright yellow. Probably out of the ones I've opened so far, yeah, Pikachu's actually my favourite so far. Donkey Kong probably next, because I like how heavy the weight, just the clear plastic was a bit of a markdown. Mario's pretty ordinary, eh? Like, seriously. It's a bit ordinary. The colours on this is pretty cool, on Samus. Just don't like people calling every 2D platform a Metroidvania. Kirby. So this one's a mint version, I guess, of this one. So anyway, I'll open this one. There's no point in me keeping it in boxes because, yeah, like I said, space is an issue. If anyone's been collecting for a little while now, if you've been collecting for at least 4 or 5 years, you will know that space becomes an issue in your house. So when you start collecting and then you start looking at other rentals, or you're looking at buying or whatever, and you're looking at bigger places because you've got to bloody accommodate for your gear. So not only your collections, yeah, it costs money, but it costs you even more money to store it. Number 12. This is where I don't know. I have to look up what games or whatever. Can't remember. Probably on the 3DS. What's it called? Actually, I sold some of my 3DS games as well. I've kept some games, but so over the last 12-18 months I have sold some stuff, believe it or not, because I just don't play them. It's like, well, if you don't play them and they're just sitting around, well, there's no point. Like, even if you are a collector and you love video games, like if you work full-time like I do, and I do additional hours, so I do overtime, so more than my full-time hours, you're tired, you've got to cook, you've got to clean. Not that I really do a whole lot, my wife sort of covers that end, but on a day like today, it's a day off. My wife's working, I'm cooking later on, so some of my free time gets, oh yeah, mowing the lawns, all that type of stuff, you know, like. I do have time for games, but I don't have time to play 2,000 in the collection, 3,000 games. So I'm more concentrating on PlayStation. Oh, here you go, here's Zelda. The actual Zelda in Zelda. Box is in pretty good condition, actually. Number 13. So to be honest, I don't know anything about Zelda. I only know Link that's in Zelda. But I don't know anything about Zelda because I just don't have the patience to play these type of games. I've played a little bit on the mini NES. I've played Majora's Mask on the 3DS. I didn't really like it. I just thought it was a bit too children-like. And it's just not up my alley. Like, I don't mind kids' games, but I don't know, I just didn't buy into it. So, just, yeah, like I said, a bit too childish. Diddy Kong, number 14. Yellowed. It's a Japanese copy, yellow Wii U pad. I like the white Wii U. So I do have both the Wii U consoles. One's black, one's white. The white one I've had opened. The black one I still have brand new. The white one is in pretty good condition, however it's got much smaller memory, so you can't really install that many games. So it does have some space issues with how many games you install or whatever. Luigi 15, really pretty good condition, the cardboard, but maybe just starting to yellow a little bit. Where was I? The Wii. Yeah. Overall, not a good console. So I don't know whether I might sell the black Wii U. You can probably like, I see it on eBay and it's like, some people are probably asking like $1,000 for the console, which is probably a fair call. I think I paid about $450 back in the day. I think the white Wii U would be pretty good to play like older Wii games in HD, you know, for these more modern TVs. So I'm probably happy to keep the white Wii U, but maybe sell that down the track and get a bit of money for it and get some other things, and who knows. Yeah, anyway, Little Mac. I think this was another one that was kind of rare at the time and then whatnot. And then mass produced and really come back on the retail shelves. Little Mac, here we go. Don't know how I'm doing for time. It's a long way to go. It's going to be like a massive long video if anyone's going to have the patience to watch. Alright, so Little Mac, I'll try and pick up the pace a bit. Pit 17, is that from Kid Icarus or whatever it is? I think that's one of the games I did sell. Look at the yellow on it. Absolutely yellowed. One of the games I did sell from my 3DS. I think it was like the bigger cardboard edition by memory. Never opened it, never played it. So I sold it. That is really cool. I think that's a really cool figurine. And actually, one thing that sort of popped up in my mind too, because I'm fast approaching 40. Not this year, but the next year. I'm probably past my halfway stage, if that makes sense. Actually, this one's got a bit of a ding on, I was going to say Captain America, Captain Falcon. Yeah, you know, like, how many years have I got left in me? You know, like, I could go tomorrow. I could go 2 years' time, 10 years' time. I might be able to reach 80. I might be lucky to be 90, but then dementia or something like that. Just don't have time to play everything, so I'm sort of at that stage where I did start to go, start selling a few things that I don't need. You know, everyone on Instagram has got that mentality that I need to collect everything and buy every new release, and you don't need to, guys. So with the PlayStation 5, I've had for, is it 2 years now? I didn't get it at launch. Maybe 2 years I've got 52 games for it. And actually that's probably a lot. 52 games is a lot in 2 years. And I could have bought double the amount. Like, there's some games that reduced so much in price, but I've kind of said no to it because am I really going to play it? Am I going to play it for an hour and then just not touch it again? So even the 50 games I've got, I'm not playing. You can only play one game at a time, but they're games that I believe that I will reinstall, replay, and enjoy. So I've really sort of cut down on PS5 the gaming expenditures, believe it or not. Actually, here's a funny one too that I'll be playing again today is The Crew on PS4. It is the 31st of March. I don't know whether it cuts off sometime today or tomorrow or the 31st North American time. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when, but supposedly the 31st is the cutoff. I think this game's been out since when the Amiibo's near started, so it's an online only game, so it's going to become a coaster, but I will play that a little bit today as well. Couldn't platinum it when you have to rely on online connectivity with others, and makes it hard. Anyway, Rosalina number 19, this was another rare one as well. The box is yellowed on this one, but yeah, this one was supposed to be rare at the time. I'm sort of keeping an eye on battery levels. I've got plenty of memory card space. You know, I'm doing it in 4K recording. It's going to be a really big. It's going to be a really big rendering. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in 4K or just render 1080p. I don't think anyone's going to watch it up to this stage, to be honest. I think it's just it. I don't even think I'm going to watch this. But anyway, this is really bad at this box. It's yellowed, it's creased, it's hammered, absolutely hammered. It's Bowser, and it feels pretty heavy, this one. I think when I seen this one, I think, oh no, I'm not going to keep them. And the condition of all these boxes have deteriorated. I thought, if you're going to post them in big boxes and sell them, like, yeah, you're going to waste your time on postage. And that is super heavy. That is the heaviest Amiibo. Number 20 is a Bowser. That is super heavy. Oh. Lucario, if that's the pronunciation. So is he a Pokemon? I think so. Box is in really good condition. So that's really cool. Lucario. Not much to say. I'll just keep going. Toon Link, probably worth $1 million. Not anymore. I noticed a lot of people collected these Zelda series Amiibos, and they're saying they're huge fans of Zelda, and they never play the games, eh? There's one guy that's an Australian YouTuber that supposedly have an awesome collection now, and you look at his PlayStation profile and he doesn't even play them. He doesn't even play like the games, like bugger all achievements. Sheik, I've got no idea. The Iron Sheik. Yeah, I don't know, something games collections, oh, I don't know, fucking, they're just fake collectors. And they probably got Amiibos and don't even look at them. At least I'm looking at them now, eh? Enjoying, admiring the paintwork, the artwork, and that's really cool. I still think Pikachu, that's still my favourite. Just so bright and yellow, and it's just perfect size. Gotta reach over for the next lot. Is it Ike or Iki, or I don't know, whoever that is. The box is in deteriorated condition. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying the PlayStation 5. I think it's an awesome console, but the PS4 is still my favourite, like of all time. I think PS4 has been pretty awesome. Wow, that's really cool. Love that. They put a lot of work in this one. I don't know whether the I might have to check whether to see if the paint's sort of cracked on that. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's just the quality of the paintwork. I'm not sure. What's the next one? Actually, I'm gonna have a can of Pepsi. Shulk, number 25. This box has had a look. It's yellowed. Yeah, and I thought I'll never open these, and I fought some feelings. Actually, I haven't really fought much. Like, I think when I done Mario, I was kind of like, oh, here we go, I'm doing it. But now it's like, it's not even worrying me. It's like, enjoying making this video. I hope you're hanging in there and maybe fall asleep while I'm doing this. Mega Man, actually I do have a second box and it's nice and clear. I am keeping a mint Mega Man, so I am keeping one in a box. Actually, number 26, which you don't see, which you don't see, is Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm keeping that as well. I'm a Sonic fan. So yeah, no Sonic today, guys. Mega Man, I do have another copy in the box, so it's okay. Oh, you should see the pile of rubbish on the floor here. It's going to be a bit of a clean-up. Oh, wow. Okay. It's going to be a toss-up between Pikachu and Mega Man. They're the coolest. Not a big fan of Mega Man games, though. Like, They're challenging, they're pretty hard. If there's a couple of easy ones, let me know. I haven't really played that many. I tell you actually one issue with the Polymega real quick. Mega Man X3, very expensive game. I'm sure as shit this works fine on the console, the actual hardware, but with the Polymega they sort of struggle with games that's got a little bit of scratches on them. Like it's got light scratches, it just cannot read this disc. I'll keep going. Sometimes if you keep going, eventually it will read. Yeah, but the Polymega is really cool. If I can have my whole Saturn collection, which is behind you, whole Saturn collection or whatever, install that, all my PS1s, install that, Sega CDs, install that. It's like a one box system. It's on the HD screens, Burning Rangers, as you can see there. Like, it's really cool. Anyway, so back to the action. King DDD. Number 28. Are you supposed to say D, 3 times fast? I don't know. Who cares? Yeah, it's amazing how some of these boxes have gone yellow. And actually, yeah, this room is starting to fill up with rubbish now. Don't know whether I might need to make a cut, tidy up, and continue. So that is number, what is it, 21, 2? I don't know what number it is. What's Rosalina? What's that one? Oh, well, it must be 21 or something. King DDD. So I might make a cut, tidy up the rubbish on the floor, and I'll be right back. Just a quick documentation. That is landfill right there. Well, if they recycle the plastics, but that's a big bin bag or garbage bag and full of plastic. And that's for 21 Amiibos. Alright, JP Styles 85 returned. I don't know whether I'm going to split this into 2 videos or just still make it as one video, because it's quite a long time already that I've been doing this. Anyway, let's keep going. Number 29. Am I really up to 29? Or have I skipped a few numbers? Ah, well, number 29 it is. So what is it? Meta Knight. There you go. This box is actually pretty good condition. It's stood the test of time, 2015. Yeah, it's done alright. I don't know whether that was a hard to find one for a little while, but obviously they mass produce these things. So, Meta Knight. Robin. See, I'm not really familiar with these game franchises. I bet they're probably Fire Emblem games or whatever. I've never really played them. I can't remember if I have or haven't, because I've sold some of my 3DS games. I may have kept the Fire Emblems. I'm not sure whether I thought I'd play them. But yeah, it's RPG stuff like Final Fantasy, like probably long games, and they stories are a bit strange. Sort of not my thing. I like a little bit more realism. Captain Olimar. I reckon this will be a really cool figure. Look how bad the box is. Yellow, just bad. So yeah, it's been a long time since I made a video for JP Styles 85, 4 years. Obviously it's pretty much a dead channel. I'm not planning for a return or anything like that. Just for it because I collected these things on this channel. That is super cool. I love that. That's right up there. Top 5 Amiibos. That is really cool. That's a bit of effort. That's really cool. Yeah. The more you look at it, the more you appreciate that. Oh, that's value. Value for money right there, guys. I have to get up because it's out of reach. There's a Lucina, or whatever. Next one. Yeah, I was talking about how am enjoying the PlayStation 5, but PS4 is probably my favourite console of all time. Put out some awesome games. Really enjoyed the generation. I'm enjoying the PS5. Still pretty good. I know COVID has probably taken effect on games right now in 2024, like it has dried up, but obviously we've got heaps of games, guys. Like, as game collectors, like, replay your old games, replay them. Like I am, like enjoying like WrestleMania arcade game, Warzone, heaps of games. Resident Evil, like the first one, the second one. Load them up, guys. Like, I've got the Polymega, which brings it up nicely on a HD screen, and really enjoying playing some old games. Wario, pretty good condition box. Oh, a bit of a tear at the back there because how I displayed them. But yeah, PS4, PS5, they're really great systems. PS3, not so much. I'm not really a big fan of PlayStation 3, even though I was a day one adopter for that console as well as PS4. That is really cool. Detail on this one is, yeah, they've definitely put some work in. And of course, you know, one of your main first party characters, but yeah. Charizard. That's a Pokemon, isn't it? A little bit of damage on the box, but overall, this is, oh yeah, it's peeled a bit. It's held up over time. Very cool. NES number 34, good condition box, so it's held up over time pretty well. Yeah, I don't know whether, because I displayed them up on the wall there, and I don't know whether it's the natural light coming in. Not that there's a whole lot of natural light that I allowed coming in, but obviously a little bit. And then obviously nighttime throwing the lights on. I don't know whether some of the boxes, some of the clear plastic deteriorates. Yeah, actually NES is pretty cool. I like that, you know, pointing. Hard to get the focus. Oh dear. One I was considering to keep in the box, and it's in pretty good condition. Pac-Man, like who doesn't like Pac-Man really, but anyway, he's coming out. Pac-Man is very iconic in video games over generations and generations, and the arcades and everything else, and what a legend right here. Greninja. Is that another Pokemon? Box is alright condition as well. Is anyone else an Amiibo collector or a fan? Like, just let me know. Like, I know one stage people were actually buying doubles, so one to open and one to keep in a box. Like, how's that going for you? Be pretty expensive for one, but yeah, just space. Like, unless you got a really, you know, big house or whatever, it's just space is just, these things will just take it up in no time. Jigglypuff. Squirtle, Jigglypuff. Squirtle all over Jigglypuff. There it is, Jigglypuff. Pokemon. Really good condition box. A little bit of creases, but I think that's probably naturally when I purchased the thing. But anyway, time to go. Similar to Kirby. Very similar to Kirby. You just use a ping pong ball and paint it. Gotta reach. It's getting a little bit harder, guys. Alright. Palatina, is that it? This box is in good condition. 2015, copyright. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not knowledgeable, the biggest knowledge on Nintendo characters. But, you know, I did enjoy collecting the Amiibos and still do. Wow, the detail is really good. That is a really cool Amiibo, really cool. But, yeah, I just can't keep them in a tub. Like, I mean, you know, no one's seeing them. They're just sitting there doing nothing. I'll probably get more use when they're like this in a tub. You know, every now and then I can go, oh yeah, I got this one, I got that one, and Mario somewhere. He's buried already. D. Shulk, is it? Might be for me how to learn some of these characters' names and not forget. Olimar. So many good little figures in there. Yep, and it'll be interesting in time whether I regret doing this. So that'll be the interesting thing where you just go, oh, you idiot, why'd you open it? Dark Pit number 39. Opens up. He's a bit yellow, this one. But, you know, things are meant to be played with. They're obviously, you know, toys are toys and games are games. I'm still a big believer of keeping things mint. If you got stuff brand new and it's never been opened, it's really like, that's cool too. Because, you know, one day you might have like a nice cabinet and you might want to display mint stuff in your collection. So, you know, like, you know, be proud of your collections. Zero Suit Samus, which is my goal in the future, guys. Sort of narrow down the collection a little bit. Really enjoy and appreciate what you have and what time you got on this earth. Enjoy collecting what you do like, and if you don't, always change it up, guys. You know, doesn't make you any less of a collector. Like, you know, you could be a real hardcore gamer and just have about 20 to 50 games, but if they're like 20 or 50 games that you had in your childhood or you absolutely love and just keep playing and playing, the replay value, and for me, that's a real gamer. Not having 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 games in your collection and they never get played. And when they do say, yeah, I've played every single game, but it's like, you're not the same as a guy with 100 games that you've replayed over and over again, and you've loved those games. It doesn't make you any less, doesn't make you any more. That's what I'm trying to say. It's only because of social media now, you know, it's just the show-offs. You know, people got to show off what they, you know, how much money that they've disposed. But I mean, how much have you saved? Ganondorf. And sometimes it's like, it's an expensive hobby and I love video games, I love collecting stuff, but like, I mean, how many times you've accepted extra shifts, extra overtimes just to pay for some of these toys? And I'm not saying it's wrong, but end of the day, life's pretty short. Sometimes free time is more valuable. But anyway, Dr. Mario, I remember making a video on this one. I ended up pulling him out and put him in the backyard with a golf club, and I hit it with a 7-iron and got a few thumbs down. I knew I was more after a reaction video than anything, but I promise I won't do it for this one. If anyone likes this old Tetris style game, let me know. I'm not a big fan of Dr. Mario game, but this Amiibo figure is much, much better. 100%. And Bowser Jr. I might have got this one off Grimpster Gaming from the United States in Arizona. He's an old YouTuber that, like myself, no longer makes videos, which is a pity. He was one of my favourite small channel YouTube gamers. He's moved on after, you know, obviously with family, and he's got different hobbies and interests, and good on him. I don't know what he's done with his collection. That's a mystery, whether he's buried it, sold it, whatever. But Grimster Gaming, if you probably don't even care, but anyway, thank you for sending me this figure. I know a Silver Mario as well. We've sort of exchanged a couple of items. Really awesome dude. Wish you nothing but the best, man. Bowser Jr. coming up. Let's go. Yeah, maybe another shout out as well is Blank Trigger Gaming. That was a really cool little YouTube channel. There we go. Second one I've opened. I've got one here that's a little bit scuffed. Oh, not too bad. A little bit scuffed, but yeah, not too bad. Blank Trigger Gaming, yeah, is another one that's sort of gone now, eh? Like, I think the channel might still exist, but another owner running it. Nesto is quit for now. Whether he returns, hopefully he does. He loves his Initial D and Dark Souls sort of games. So Nesto, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well, mental health, all that. This one, I'm not sure if this is going to be an expensive one, but I've decided, number 45, I'm going to open it. And it's going to come with a lot of loose figures. Oh, this is menacing to open. Oh, this one's a bit different. Oh, God. Alright, so... it's silly. So what do? You replace them on the plate. Okay, you probably do. Yeah, it's a bit silly, this one. Yeah, let's probably try something different, eh? Yeah, from Nintendo. Yeah, come on, man. Game & Watch. And... what is the time? 11 o'clock my time already, so the morning's just about gone. It's Easter morning. Doing an unboxing, a mega unboxing for you guys. Amiibo mega unboxing. And these things are just silly. Out of everything, like, yeah, you know, A+ for effort, like something different than just the same old figures. But, you know, you're going to lose pieces, like, no doubt about it. Rob the Robot. Back in the old Nintendo Famicom days. Well, this one's a North American one. Back in the old NES. A little bit overrated system. And I'll probably explain why. Not that it's a bad system, but there's not as many good games as what people think. You know, I guess for the time period, like, you know, Nintendo games were like, yeah, you know, it's cool, it's got little tunes, whatever. Save the gaming industry. Which, it never went away in Europe. It just died in the United States, and you know, so the gaming industry almost died in the States, but obviously it bounced back because of Atari. You know, Atari going backwards with their poor execution of games, and E.T. was probably infamous for that. Duck Hunt Duo, so that's a classic. That is a classic on the Nintendo. Use your light gun game on your CRT. Point and shoot. Click. But yeah, so Nintendo's a bit overrated because when you play the games, like I know because we play modern games and you go back and it's a bit hard. A bit hard to play something that's a bit simplistic, I guess, but not that the games are simplistic, some of them were quite challenging. But I mean, the games that you play for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you just go, pull it out, I don't want to play anymore. let's be realistic. Like, you're not playing 8-bit games for hours on end like modern gaming. That's what I'm trying to say. Although, you know, it does deserve its legacy of where it's at, but I just think it's a little bit overrated system, NES. That's my opinion. And you don't have to agree. Like I said, it's not a bad system, but there's not as many good games as what people proclaim, and its collectability and all that. And I think now it's just starting to drop off. Like people are selling their collections, realize it's a bit overrated. Sure, keep the system. Actually, that's another thing. I did sell my NES collection, guys. So the only NES that I've got is the mini one, the one that came out about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever it is. That's the only Nintendo NES that I've got. I sold me big old consoles, sold all my games, except I found 1 or 2 cartridges. I went, so I have to sell them loose. So I'm not saying it, you know, just to stir shit on camera. I really think it was a system that I didn't appreciate. All the good games are on that classic NES anyway, so that's all you really need. I don't need to keep the old hardwares and softwares. I don't need to. I've got to get up for a minute. Move these boxes closer to me. Alright, we're almost to the end of the main line, and then I've just got a couple of Super Marios, and then that's it. My video is done. Thank you for watching if you're still with me somehow. Me Gunner number 50, big 50. Really good condition box, so it's held up in time. I don't know what year these come out, to be honest. I don't know. Gee, hang on, let me click down the list here. It's a number 50. Just bear with me. From 48. Yeah, it's November 2015. According to the collector page, and that is me Gunner, or whatever it's called. Me Gunner, there's me Brawlers, there's when does it end with Nintendo? Seriously, Mewtwo, which is a Pokemon. When does it end with Nintendo? There you go. Very cool. Quite a tall figure. Sticks out a bit. Starting to fill me tub here with these plastic toys too. Falco. Not sure where he's from. Let me know in the comments what game Falco is from. He seems pretty cool though. Wow, that's cool. I like that. Bit of detail in him. That's pretty cool. Now, next is Lucas. I've got a mate that's named Lucas. Hope he's doing really well. Haven't really been in contact with him, like since COVID, like, you know, the 4 years. Yeah, I haven't really spoken to a whole lot of people, really, to be honest. I've just been happy to lay low, not in getting people's ways, just do my thing. One thing I've been quite impressed with myself, despite still having an expensive hobby, which is, you know, game collecting, I saved a fair bit of money. And right now I'm at the richest I ever was in the bank. So let me boast about that one. That's really cool. So that is Lucas. Yeah, and even paid off a pretty new car. Like, it wasn't brand new, it was a couple of years old, and only had less than 11,000 kilometers. to me, it was like a brand new car, but it was second hand. Paid that off just recently last year. Roll Again, number 54. It's the Japanese Famicom style. So yeah, that's actually one cool thing at the moment. I'm running 2 cars, and the new car's been going good, but I hardly used it. Probably had about 20,000 Ks, 20,000 Ks. The old car, which I've had for 14 years, I've been running that to the ground, really. You know, it's cost me an arm and a leg with a few things, funny enough, over the last 4 years. So actually I could have had even more savings if I sort of pulled the pin. But hey, you know, one thing that's changed over the last 4 years, General Motors, a big FU for pulling the pin on Holden in Australia. Big FU, General Motors. So that's another change over the last 4 years that's bothered me. So that's why I'm wearing the Holden shirt. Proudly Holden all the way through. Now, Roy, whatever series you're from. We're just about there, guys. Got one more from the main line. So that is Roy. And we got Ryu from Street Fighter. Hadouken, 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 Hadouken. And funny enough, that will have to be the coolest Amiibo. And it's really a Capcom guy. I'm not the biggest fan of Street Fighter. Like, it's a cool fighter, but I haven't really played the modern ones, but you know, like the 2Ds, you know, they were pretty cool. Virtual Fighter. Ooh, nearly going to throw that. Virtual Fighter is for me, and Tekken, like the old Tekken. Nowadays, like the modern day games, it's like they got all this BS movie story modes, and I don't like that. They force you to watch the bloody movie. Well, you could skip them probably, but I just don't like the movie stuff. I just like 10 fighters, 10 rounds, just go for it. Just straight out, just punch the shit out of each other. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 more Amiibos to go. I'm not going to open Mario because I've got a big Wii U box. So I'm going to put that old Mario back in that one, and maybe I can use it as a resale value or something. So, and actually the Mario one, it's yellowed. Actually, here it is. It's pretty bad to actually use this as a resell if I wanted to, but yeah, it's really yellowed. It's seen better days. But anyway, let's go for it. Yoshi or whatever he is. Who cares? Wow, I love the platform that they're on. It's got that checkered, you know, that Super Nintendo sort of graphics. That's cool. I think that's really cool. That's really cool. Princess Peach. The boxes, this one's held up really well, other than with these stickers at the back. So, curse myself for doing that. So that was a poor decision, I guess, if you want to keep these things in box long term, was using those stickers. But you know what? At the time, they were displayed, I could see them, I definitely appreciated them, but unfortunately over time, they deteriorated. But wow, that is really weird. Just glue the thing, bang, don't even worry about anything else. I wonder if you could pop it off and see whether they put any feet on it. Princess Peach for the, what is it, Super Mario series. Toad, yeah, it's gone a bit yellow, and this one did come apart a bit. Yeah, actually, I do like these Super Mario ones. One thing that you don't appreciate because they're in the box, actually the red theme is pretty cool, but I love the checkers. You know, it's that old school, that real cool old school. I think 16-bit, for me, that's when video games were really cool. Like 8-bit were okay. 16-bit for me is when games were really good, and that's the generation I really started on. Yeah, 16-bit era. Sweet. Alright, Luigi. Here we go. Yeah, actually the Super Mario series is actually really cool. I like these ones. These are cool. Didn't overdo it, but your main characters didn't water it down like the main line did. Bowser, it's actually quite a weighty, very weighty toy, this one. Oh, that is heavy. I don't know what's heavier, the other Bowser or this one. I think this one is. Oh, that's got a bit of weight. I could, a couple of fingers there, it struggles to keep him upright. He's got a lot of weight. Wow, oof. Squeeze him in the top 5 as the best ones here, eh? And this container's filling up fast. Now, this one is from Grimster Gaming. Russell, thank you for this, mate. Unfortunately, when it did arrive from the States, the packaging, I could have done a better job. And it did get folded in the corner. So, anyway, thank you, Russell, mate. Gonna let her breathe. What is that? Just gonna pause there for a minute. Don't know whether that's a bloody living creature that was in there. Seems to be some little black dots in there. Well, I'm just gonna put that straight in the bin. There you go. So I don't know whether it was a living thing or was it just dust. I'm not sure. Could have been something from the States that's still alive after all these years, or I don't know. Oh no. And last but not least, I've got a few copies of these. They were limited to only one. I think you were only limited to one, but there was ways that I come back to the store and just buy multiple. Probably can get $50 for this, but this one's a yellowed box. Like I said, I've got a couple more out there, so I'm going to have a gold Amiibo, loose, because why not? Especially when you got multiple copies. I mean, it's not like it's really made out of gold. If it was really made out of gold, I'd be selling it per ounce. It's quite expensive gold these days. And there you go, Gold Mario. And that is it, guys. I've got a few others, like the 3D pixel Mario ones. I've got the Yarn Yoshi, got some of them. Might just sort of keep them aside now. Sonic the Hedgehog. That's about it. So that old collection that I used to have on the wall, pretty much they're all busted open. Packages going to be hoiked out, thrown out. And the collection is down to this tub. So, there you go. What an experience. Let me get that. Yeah, what an experience. So, how do I feel about opening? I plan to keep them in the box forever, I guess, but don't feel any negative towards them. Yeah, like, you know, it is what it is. The box is deteriorated, and it was a decision that I wanted to do 6 months ago. Honestly, guys, I wanted to open these up 6 months ago. Just too busy with work and everything else, and not having the free time right now, quiet time by myself, talking to you guys. And actually, I wasn't even going to do a video, but I thought, you know what, do it for the old channel, throw it up. I'm alive and well, enjoying life. Yes, there's been some challenges. Overall, been successful, dug myself out of holes, all that type of stuff. You know, what life throws up, and here we go. Here's a collection of about 50, 60 Amiibos, probably 60 odd Amiibos, isn't there? Or even more. Thanks for watching, massive video. Wish everyone the best, hope you're doing well, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.